The deal was struck. When the time comes, I will return to claim your firstborn. Years passed. The debt was all but forgotten, and the entity reappeared. The debtor just said, yeah, about that. I never actually planned on having any kids in first place, so I don't have any. Declan felt fulfilled after 110 long years. He'd led a relatively blessed life, all things considered. It was mostly thanks in part to an infernal deal where he'd come out ahead. He didn't think to ask for immortality at the time, but he had no complaints. He was old, wrinkled, and ready. He even managed to get past the loneliness that plagued him early on. He was fit, rich, and determined to avoid the slightest chance of having a child, so he didn't date and made very few friends. He made up for the lack of companionship with his wealth and other entertainments. Eventually, that got boring too, and he devoted his twilight years to anonymous philanthropy. He lived the best life he possibly could with no regrets, and one major point of pride. He'd outwitted a higher power. He was content until one evening, there came a knock on the door. Even at his age, Declan was sound enough to live alone, thanks to his supernatural gifts. He opened the door to a pale young woman with black hair and bright orange eyes. Yes? He asked. She didn't seem to be selling anything as far as he could tell. Hi, Declan, she smiled. My name's Ophelia, and I'm here on behalf of King Solarian. The name almost made him shut the door in a panic. Why was she there after all this time? He didn't have any children. Fortunately, he managed to keep his cool and leaned on the door. He didn't have anything to worry about without kids. What can I do for you? He asked with a nod to indicate he understood who she represented. Well, she giggled with a hint of nerves. We've noticed a distinct lack of children being produced, she said. I came to find out why. Yeah, Declan chuckled. In a way, he was happy for a chance to rub it in their faces. Up until that moment, he was starting to wonder if they'd forgotten about him altogether. It wasn't as strong as a win if they didn't actually care.